Hello Primary 5, how are you? I'm Miss Helen and I'm going to talk with you about English World, Unit 5 and Unit 6. As we are going to talk about the same character or the same hero, we will talk about a man called Odysseus. Odysseus was a Greek hero. But we should know that what we are going to talk about in this story will be a legend. What is the meaning of the word legend? A legend means a story that grows out of true events, but the real facts aren't known. قصة grows out of true events متاخدة من أحداث حقيقية, but the real facts الحقائق أو الحاجات اللي حصلت فعلا في القصة دي aren't known مش معروفة. So people started to imagine or say some things or events which is imaginations, not fact, not real. Something from their own stories. بدأوا يخترعوا هم قصص عن الموضوع ملهاش علاقة بالحقيقة. So, what we will see here in the blue box will be the real part. ده هيبقى الجزء الحقيقي الموجود عندنا in this blue box. But what we are going to talk about in this yellow signs will be part of it real facts and part of it from legend, from their imagination, fancy events, أحداث خيالية. So, Odysseus was a famous Greek hero, بطل يوناني. He lived in Greece, كان عايش في اليونان. But for many years, he was away from his wife and his son. Please underline with me, away from. يعني عايش بعيد عن, away from his wife and his son. He was fighting in a long war, in a war. Underline in. At last, وأخيرا, the war ended and Odysseus began his voyage home. Voyage. We will go back to see this word later. On the way, underline on the way, في طريقه, he met many strange creatures. قابل مخلوقات كتير غريبة. إيه المخلوقات اللي قابلها? We don't know. So people try to say something as they imagine. بدأوا الناس بقى يقولوا قصص من خيالهم. Let's talk about the word voyage. The word voyage, if you remember what we said inside our class, voyage means journey in the sea. يعني إيه؟ أي رحلة بحرية حضرتك بتعملها بنقول عليها voyage. Either by boat or by ship بنقول عليها voyage. عندنا كمان كنا أخدين قبل كده flight, كنا أخدينها الترم الأول. journey in a balloon اللي هي بتتعمل في بالون, أو journey in a plane في طيارة. أي رحلة في الهواء أو either by rocket into space, كل الحاجات دي بنقول عليها flight. الرحلة البحرية بنقول عليها voyage. وعندنا كمان لو عندنا رحلة برية احنا بنقول عليها ايه؟ بنقول على الرحلة البرية بنقول عليها cruise. cruise يعني رحلة on land, رحلة على الأرض عن طريق عربية أو any vehicle with 4 wheels. أي مواصلة أو عربية ليها 4 عجلات بنقول على الرحلة اللي بنعملها بيها cruise. تمام؟ طيب يبقى احنا عرفنا يعني ايه voyage, عرفنا away from, fighting in a long war, on the way في طريقه. What we are going to talk about now will be something from the legend, something from imagination. ده بقى الجزء الخيالي. هنتكلم عن ايه؟ two horrifying sea monsters. وحشين مرعبين جدا من البحر. تمام؟ طيب دي you can read this part by your own, but what I'm going to talk about something from grammar. We talked about it at the first term and we are going to repeat it now in the second term. I will follow you with a video for it later, but let's talk about this sentence at first. When I say, we have never seen such a terrifying creature. We have never seen such a terrifying creature. Do you remember this sentence? لما أجي أقول لك جملة زي دي يعني عمرنا ما شفنا وحش مرعب زي المخلوق ده. طيب كنا بنعمل ايه في الجملة دي؟ كان ايه اللي بيطلب مننا؟ Yeah, that's right. I can hear you. Ever. Good job. Good job for everyone said it. Okay, let's remember with each other. When I say we have never seen such a terrifying creature and I have to use ever, I will say sentence like that. If you remember, we don't change the meaning. We only change the structure of the sentence. احنا بنلعب بس في التركيب بتاع الجملة لكن مش بنغير المعنى بتاعها. I have terrifying adjective, creature, noun. So I will say superlative sentence at first. Superlative. Do you remember superlative? Yes, that's right. With short syllables, it will be the at est, like the tallest, the shortest, the longest. But with long syllables, I will use, or long adjectives, I will use superlatives the most. So I will say, it's the most terrifying monster we have ever seen. What happened now? I changed the sentences like that. أنا غيرت الجمل. I started with adjective was noun, but I made them superlative. It is the most terrifying monster. And instead of we have never seen, I used we have ever seen. أنا كده حفظت على المعنى لكن غيرت تركيب الجملة. عمرنا ما شفنا وحش مرعب زي ده أو مخلوق مرعب زي ده. ده أكتر مخلوق مرعب إحنا شفناه. طيب عندنا كمان جملة مهمة. جينا بعد كده قرينا فلقينا إنه أوديسيوس بيقول لنا we have just passed the cave. He talks about or means the cave of the creature or the monster. الكهف اللي بيعيش فيه الوحش. فهو بيقول للسيلرز بتوعه we have just passed the cave. When I talk about have just